things changed, all of them, not just Nick, but everybody?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the point where we start transitioning, camp, trying to get everybody reps, evaluate, and now it's game week, and so it's time to cut down the reps, and really working with KT and Nick, and the other guys are working scout team, getting some reps and some 7-on-7, but for the most part, it's just pared down. Now it's game plan week, and can get more specific with, all our tips, and coaching points, and all that.
Is Coach going to set how many quarterbacks go to dress for the opening game?
No, we haven't finalized that yet. We kind of the quarterback 3 positions still a little bit up in the air, just how we're going to do that. I'll have that answer probably later in the week.
If Keaton had to play, just how comfortable is he with the offense? How much of a grasp does he have on it?
Yeah, no, I feel very confident in Keaton going to the game. He's so smart, done really attacked the job with the mentality of being the starter, which we wanted, which you have to have, and has grown. I mean, just really training camp has really taken off. And we saw it in a couple scrimmages we had when we roll the ball out there, lights come on, and Duke can play. So he's done a really good job picking up the offense and doing everything that it takes to be an SEC quarterback, which is a lot, off the field, on the field, in the classroom, all that stuff. So he's kind of taken it and ran with it.
Where is he physically? I mean, maybe that's a dumb question, but where is he physically in terms of being ready?
Oh, he's physically ready. I mean, shoot, he's 6'4", 230, and he can run. That's the thing you haven't seen with him yet, that you get little glimpses of in the scrimmages, is him running. Technique, fundamental stuff, he's still a long ways off. Those things take a couple years, really hammering in. I mean, I remember when Dak was playing, he was so raw fundamentally, and then by the senior year. So that's it's a slow process, fundamentals. But physically, in terms of taking the hits and all that, he's way ahead of where most freshmen are.
How are the other guys behind him looked?
They've done a good job. They had their highs and lows. Rip Kirk's done. He really kind of showed out both scrimmages. But he hadn't played football in 3 years. So, you get those mistakes that you can't make as a quarterback that come with not playing position, not having reps. You see flashes of what he can be. He is talented. He's got to change his body. He's got to get in shape. He's got to do all that stuff he got here in July. But I'm really excited about Rip for a couple years down the road, because I think he can be a quarterback in this league. Logan Burnett's a guy that didn't come to camp with us, but he does everything right. I mean, the guy didn't come to camp and came in first day of school and didn't miss a beat from the spring, and stayed on it. Was texting me and wanting to know what we're doing, any new stuff, and that's kind of kid he is. And then Mitch has done a good job. Same thing, highs and lows. He's got to become more consistent before we can find that 3.
Do you have an idea what you would do if you wanted to play a second quarterback, if you didn't want to also play Keaton?
Right. That's something that we got to work through. I mean, that's something Coach and I, and obviously it'll come down to Coach's decision. We've talked to Keaton, talked to his family about possibility of not redshirting. We just got to keep working through that this week and figure out where we're at with it.
Has he expressed a desire to want to play, to get on the field?
Oh yeah, Keaton, he's whatever's best for the team. Okay. So we talked about it and said, we might need you, and he's all about it. If we redshirted him, he's all about that too. So he's really a great kid. He's kind of wants to do whatever's best for the team, which is what you want out of your quarterbacks.
Has the idea of redshirting him kind of changed how you distribute reps in practice, given he's the number 2, but other guys like Mitch and Logan might get called on?
No,
Has it
not at
changed
all.
how reps get...
Not at all. My main focus right now is developing him. Keeping Nick going in the right direction and bringing him along. Because you need. I mean, you like 3, but you got to have 2. So no, he's a 2. I mean, he's getting all the reps, all the development that he needs.